Hey, good afternoon. Welcome back. Jim here, Mohawk Valley today. Hope you're having a great day. Happy New Year. We hope you and your family and all your loved ones and friends had a great holiday season, a Happy New Year. And as you can see, this is January here in the Mohawk Valley, and there is no snow really. A little bit of flurries today, but not a lot of activity happening in regards to snow. So this actually gives me an opportunity. As I mentioned before, we have some black walnut trees here on our property, and this year they dropped a huge abundance of black walnut seeds on the ground. And we harvested some, and we've used some for our personal use to make cookies and breads and baking throughout the winter, and we'll do that. We've already processed those, and I'll even share you a link to our Instagram where we did a little reel showing you that process. What I'd like to do today, while the winter weather is still giving me the opportunity, is collect up a few more black walnuts off the ground that the squirrels haven't squirreled away yet. And we're going to try an experiment, 3 different ways of kind of sprouting or cold stratifying and hopefully sprouting some black walnut seeds so that we can grow some of our own trees next spring. So we're going to try a method using the Ziploc baggie in the fridge. For the cold stratification, we're going to try just putting a bunch in a bucket with a bunch of growth material, dirt and sand and stuff to see if they sprout that way. And the third will be we'll put them directly into pots individually and just leave them outside covered so the squirrels don't get to them, and see which ones sprout the best. So stick around and we're going to give this a try. Still going to use these as kind of a control experiment by putting them in a Ziploc bag with some of the soil mixture I have prepared and leave it in the fridge for the same amount of time the rest of these walnuts will be prepared for outside, and just to see which does better, or if floating it isn't an indicator of walnuts being viable to sprout. So some of these are going to go in a Ziploc bag and some of these we're going to eat. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start mixing the walnuts with the soil mixture in the bucket that I have prepared. And I just kind of drilled a few holes in the bottom to facilitate drainage, and so things don't freeze up. I don't know if that'll make a difference or not. But anyways, and then I'm going to put a lid on it and kind of find a place outside to keep it safe from the squirrels. They'll get into it and raid my whole bucket worth, so we're going to be careful with that. So we finished this bucket and got it filled up, got it all filled up. I put some water in it, so this will be a good experiment for in the dirt kind of stratification within a controlled bucket. Chance I might have put too much water in there, but we'll see how it goes. Again, this is our first experiment. You know, it was a little colder earlier. It was snowing. It's warming up again. Guess we'll save that for the outtake reel. I'm going to try that again. Maybe not put so much dirt and or so many walnuts in the bag to begin with. We'll see what happens. This is an experiment. All right, here's one I finally got to work. It's a bag of soil lime mixture and a bunch of walnuts that I picked up the other day. So I'm also going to prepare another bag similar to that with the walnuts that I've had dried, and we're going to put them in the fridge and see how they go. We're going to open these back up in the springtime. Well, it's a unique kind of winter here so far. You know, you've seen us do stuff. We'll talk about the walnut trees a little bit in this video. Hopefully I gave you a bit of an overview of the walnut tree and its value, and also why we like it. What we have found is that our first attempt at cleaning, washing, and drying black walnuts and then cracking them open and using them and eating them is that they're absolutely delicious. Like the walnuts that you find in the store, whether they're sitting on the shelf too long or what have you, or just being the different kind of walnut, is not quite as flavorful. And so the black walnuts, if you're looking for something that give your baking or any kind of cooking that you're doing requires walnuts, you might want to consider black walnuts. And I'll know where you can get them. But so far we've got plenty, and my plan is to start propagating and growing more black walnut trees here as part of an orchard that we're going to be planning for next year and beyond. And so there'll be more about black walnuts coming up in the future, and more about our experiments as we live here in the Mohawk Valley, learning about the land and seeing what we can learn as we get outside. So thank you so much for joining us. I'll keep you posted how things go for the walnut trees. And until next time, thanks so much. You have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.